Hi, I'm Coach Newman, and I'm going to give you a little bit about my offense. My offense being a quick passing game and zone game. Let me first start off by stating my personnel packages. The first one I have is a base, which is one halfback, one fullback, one tight end, two wide receivers. Now, I have four personnel packages, and two are under center and two are always in the gun. The next one under center is my heavy package, which gives me one halfback, one fullback, two tight ends, one wide receiver. Okay, that is my under center packages. My gun packages are Eagle, which gives me one halfback, one tight end, three wide receivers, and the other one is my spread package, which is one halfback and four wide receivers. This gives us the ability to use multiple formations and get things done that we feel like we need to, and it also lets the kids know if we're screaming from the sideline, hey, base, we know who the guy's running out. We got heavy, hey, who's running out? Eagle, who's out there? Spread, who is out there for us? Yeah. Now that you know this, let me go ahead and explain two of them because I'll be able to go into my offense a little bit easier. First thing we have is base, and the way that we run our base is offset I. Basically meaning, fullback is lined up in the I formation, but he's off to the side, right or left. The way that we do this is first letter is for the tight end, and Z, and ending is for the fullback. Okay, an example of this is the word rest, which is something we will use. R means right for the tight end. ST means strong, so he'll be with the tight end as we treat him that he is strong. If we wanted it a different way, we'd go tight end right, and row, which is W, which means for weak. So if we had rest, we get this right here. And the fullback's going to always line up 3 to 4 yards behind the tackle. If we wanted row, we still got tight end to the right, but now we have fullback to the left side, which is now on the weak side. That takes care of our base. For the left, it would be lost and low. Now, moving into spread packages, we've got our Eagle, which is, we use two different phrases. We've got Georgia, which is basically a doubles, a 2-by-2 look with the tight end, and we've got Utah, which is a trips look, 3-by-1 look. Way we do this, we got Georgia right, Georgia left. Let's go ahead and call Georgia right, tight end, Z, X, H. Okay, we're always in the gun. Now, if we want to go Utah right, moves our H over here. Now we've got a trips look. Also, going to spread. Our spread look, we make it as simple as we can. Doubles, it's 2-by-2. Then we have trips, right or left, which is 3-by-1. Get our doubles look. H, Y is always on the line, Z is not. This would be our doubles look. If we go to trips, who moves again? Our H. Really simple. This gives you our formations. Now, let me get you a little bit into some of the motions that we do. We can also tag things in here. We could get into our trips right wing, the tag of wing, alerts the guy closest on that side to now line up 1-by-1 in a wing type look. Still gives us our trips look, but the wing tag puts that there. Our next tag that we could also run is stack. Lets us know trip stack or double stack that we're going to stack. So we get Y, H, Z. Just to give us a different look and other people different looks, we can still run all the same stuff that we do. Really simple off those things. Now, let me get into the running game. The running game in which I do is we're zone blocking scheme. Zone blocking scheme meaning they're assignment for a gap and they're working together in unison as one. The other parts are belly, power, and the jet sweep. I'll go through all 5 of these just out of some basic formations. First one that we're going to go over is going to be our power. Okay, and we're going to run power right, out of rest. So we get our rest formation. And we're going to go ahead and go against a four-man front just to give us something basic to look at. That's our cover 3 shell. All right. The key to our power, what we're doing here, is that we've got to have a kick-out block and we've got to have a pulling guard and leading through. Way we do this is we tell our H he's automatically going to kick the last man on the line of scrimmage out. If he's going to lose, he's got to lose him to the outside. He can't get beat inside. So when he's attacking, he's got to attack his inside shoulder and force him out. Our tight end here is going to work inside for this backer. We're going to have these two double onto him and work to this backer because we're going to fold back down on him, base him up. We're going to pull and lead through this hole looking for this backer here. Now, in order to give us our time, we're going to have him take a drop step and then he's going to work and try to get through the hole this way. Now, quarterback's job here, quarterback's going to reverse out, give it to him, and then bootleg out. We're going to always boot, and that way we're going to keep him where we want him to be. Now, the key here for this pulling guard and the tailback here is that they always read their ABCs. Now, what I mean by reading by the ABCs is that they're reading looking for their hole inside out. This guy pulls, if the gap's there, he's going to fill and go now. If it's in the B gap, he's going to fill now. If it's in the C gap, he's going to go now. If it's in the D gap, then we're going to go now. He reads the same way that I'm coming, I see A, B, C, D, and then I work myself out. Either way. But that's how we're going to run our power scheme. There's all kinds of different variations where we could start the fullback here, have a motion across, and then do it that way. Or we could just to play games, motion him across like we're trying to do something else. All kinds of different things. We could start off and shift. We could start off here in our Z set with X over here. We could start it off in a different set with H over here. And we could end up motioning both over and then run the play. We can do all kinds of different things out of it, but it's simple. That's what we're doing. We're going to run power to the right. All right, my next play that we're going to run, I'm going to show you two variations of it. It's our outside zone. Okay, in our outside zone, we call 28 and 29. Okay, lets us know the two backs getting it, going right, going left. All right, first one we'll run out of, we'll stay simple with our base is rest 28, and then we'll get into our call of going doubles. 28 read. And read is a tag letting us know that our quarterback's reading somebody and we go. I'll also show in here 28 now, which is with our bubble screen also tagged on to it. So let's start off with rest 28. Again, tight end to the right, pull back to this side, runner, X by himself, Z over here. Let's get that four-man front back up here. Inside. Lining up in our gaps. Cheat over here. All right, outside zone. The key to our outside zone here is that our aiming point. That is the difference between outside zone and our inside zone. Outside zone, his aiming point is almost this C gap. No matter what he does, he's got to get to this point and then make one cut. We tell him you get one cut once you get to this point, but you've got to reach this point. It don't matter where the linemen are going for as they're blocking. He's got to get to this point and make his decision. Okay? We tell him he can't make another cut until he's reached this guy. And once he reaches that guy, do what he's got to do, go score. All right, let's get into our blocking scheme of this. We never block the backside end. We always work inside of him. He's a wasted player because we're working over here. Now, let's start with the fullback. Fullback is always arc releasing, like we're really trying to get outside. We want all the defenders to work this way. We want everybody to go this way so our tailback can go that way. Now, let's start on this backside. We're going to try to get in cut in. We want to always cut on the backside. If you can cut onto the backside, we'll make things happen. But if we can't, we got the double team, and we're working to this backer. We've got these two trying to work, get to this backer. We've got these two working to that backer. Running back takes a small little jab step, works to his point, gets here, and then he decides where he's going. He could go here, or he could still work back. I mean, it's up to him. He finds the hole. We're putting all of what we try to do in his hands. He's usually one of your best athletes. He's a ball player. Let's let him be the athlete that he is because most of them like to have their own little sense of finding where they can go. and that's our outside zone. Now, there is something we can do here on the backside that could probably end up helping us later on. Let's go ahead and let's get this erased real quick so we can work on it. Let's just say we're facing a beast right there. You know, we've got one of the baddest nose guards, one technique's out there. We can't block him. BJ, Raji, whoever you want it to be, Atomic and Sue. Okay? We're going to tell the center to block back and let him fold up and replace his gap. Now, he knows he can't go cut him. He's going to automatically just release to him there. He knows he's got him by himself. Okay? It just gives us a different angle to work at. That if he's struggling to get there, then we're going to help him out and work that way. All right, that is our outside zone out of our base set. Oh, look, almost forgot. Quarterback's roll, he opens play side, gives, and he's got to work to get outside. By him doing that, it'll keep him from coming this way. It'll make him have to stutter step, and now he's out of the play. And we also take care of him. Okay? If we know that we're going to give it to him when we call a bootleg here, we'll go ahead and tell him to come down and block him because we want these three cats to make all those tackles. They're usually not the best tacklers. Let's make them tackle. All right. Next thing we have. Let's get in our gun. Let's go doubles read. We got a quarterback, tailback. I'll explain that in just a second. Let's get our front. Got three. All right. The reason I like to put my tailback back here instead of normally to a side is I don't like to give them a read. We're playing a four-man front. They usually try to put their guys in three techniques. When you play a 3-4 front, they usually try to put a guy in a 4-eye or things of that nature to certain sides away or to the back. By doing this, we now have alerted that they cannot do anything to us. 28 read. We know our running back is going to have his aiming point here. Quarterback's going to give a clap, and that lets him know to automatically motion to the side that we wanted to. Now we know we're not blocking this guy because he's our backside running to 28. So they're going to still have the same thing. We're going to try to cut here. If we can't, we work to him. These two are going to work here to him, and then he's got him by himself. Now, the key also in the outside zone, which I didn't really explain the first time, is even though his aiming point's here, this is his read. If this guy's fighting outside, he's going to tell you that you need to cut back inside. If this guy's fighting hard inside, he's telling you that he's telling this tailback to continue on this track and work there. Now, we got him blocking here. We're not blocking this guy, so we're going to read. If he follows the running back, quarterback's going to keep it and go out this way. Quarterback's going to get out there. He's going to ride the guy, and if he sees him go down, he's going to replace it. If the guy sits right here, he's going to give it to him, and we're going to continue on with our run. Is what we're going to end up doing. Now, let me get to the 28 now. Let me go ahead and rearrange this real quick, and let me get to the now. The now concept for us. All the now concept is telling us now we're going to have this guy bubble. And the thing we're going to do differently is now we're going to read this guy. He is now our read. We're going to tell him, all right, let's base this guy up. You're going to work here. You guys are going to work there. Work there. Okay? This is how we're going to do. Probably just going to tell him to cut him down right there. This guy is pretty much a non-factor. We're going to get here, work him there. He now has this. He chops his feet. Now, he's still working to this point. So we're okay. We're still okay here. Quarterback, he's not going to run. But this guy, the reason we don't block him and have nobody on him is he's got to respect this quarterback now because we based him up. So, quarterback's going to get the ball. He's going to read. He's going to read this cat right here. And if this guy comes here, he's going to pull it, throw the bubble screen, and we're out the gate. Okay? Now, if this guy squats and tries to work outside, he's going to give it, and we're going to go. Now, what we try to teach our blockers out here on the bubble screen is that they chop their feet. Once they get about 5 yards like they're running a route, if this guy bails, he's looking for first threat. He's finding that first threat, and that's who he's blocking. It could be either one. This guy starts coming up hard because he reads it, it's automatic for blocking him. It's really simple. Okay, real easy concept. He gets here and he works his cuts either way. Really, really simple. That is our now play where we're trying to hit the bubble screen. I prefer it usually out of a trick set, so we might bring him over. Now he works and reads, and now we're going to go ahead and bubble him out on a motion. You can do all kinds of things. Like I said, it's still the same play, looks complex to everybody else, but it's really 28 now. We haven't changed anything. All right, let's get to our inside zone. We'll stay in our two sets of rest and doubles. Inside zone, those are 20, 21. And you guessed it, even in odd numbers let you know. Let's go rest 20. Let's go doubles 20 read. And you know what? Let's put it in there just because I like trip. But you know what? Let's put it out of our Utah set. I'm a big fan of the having tied in there. Utah left 20 now. Okay. First, let's go ahead and get in our base set of rest 20. Let's get our defense back out there. The best thing that I can say about running this zone concept is that inside and outside zone, it never changes. It's never going to change. We're still not blocking him. We'll still try to cut him and work. If we can't, we'll double team him up. Those two are working there, we're working there, and we're getting. He's still arc blocking. Now, the changing is now his aiming point is here. But his steps back here change. He's got to take a wide step, work here, and then he's usually looking to get out the back door. Quarterback still opens hard outside, gives it to him, comes here, and try to make him come out here. Now, there is another thing. We can still do the fold technique. There is one more thing that we can add in our base set, and that comes to our fullback. Our fullback here, I'm just going to put the front line up here to make this one kind of quick. We can tell our tight end, hey, we want you to become the arc and you replace. What this might do is it works him outside, and now our running back has a lead blocker. Because if that guy works outside, okay, I'll just keep going and I lead a hole. Okay, we can tell the tight end to do that. It'll help us out. All right, here we go. Next play we're going to doubles 20 read. Let's get in our spread set. We're in doubles. We know we're in the gun. All right, again, it doesn't, now we cannot still have our one technique and three technique because they do not know where our guy's going to go. We know we're running 20, so we're going to get him. He's going to motion after the clap. He's going to move over here. Again, still the same thing. His 80 points there. The only thing we try to tell him is that you need to cheat and stay behind the quarterback so you have a good angle to get to your point. Everything still stays the same. We're reading him. If we want to, we'll send him there. We'll make sure we block, and we got nobody out the gate. Try to cut, get to there, work there, and we've got everybody taken care of. 20 read. This is the read. If he falls down in here, quarterback keeps it. If he stays, if he comes here, shuffles his feet, we give it to him and we go out the gate. Go up underneath. 20 read. All right. Let's go. Utah left. That's our tight end trips. Our quarterback and our tailback. X is always by himself. We now have H and we have Z. Let's get our defensive front. Now they can still give us that look that we want. Safety's going to cheat. We've got backer, corner. All right, we got everybody where we need them to be. Okay, this guy might even be out here a little bit just to make sure that we got him covered. Okay, might be what they try to do. Might squeeze him in, But this is just a rough guess. All right, we want to run 20 now. So we know we're going to base this guy up. Remember, who is our read? Our read on the now is the guy over the bubble. Okay, it is always the guy over the bubble. So we're going to base him up. We're going to still try to double, work to him, double, work to him, and block. And he's running inside zone. Okay, because it's 20 now. So he's still aiming for here. This guy's out of the play. Okay, this guy's going to work hard, bubble out. This guy's going to come, chop his feet, read first threat. This guy's here, he's in there or there, okay? based upon what that guy does in front of him, but he's got to sell that he's running the route first. Okay, quarterback's going to read. If he comes in here, he's going to throw the bubble. This guy works out, he's going to give it to him. Now, we always tell our quarterback as well on this play, even though we're basing this guy up, and you see him leave, and you feel like that there is just a lane here for the quarterback just to run, even though we called it out, we tell him, hey, if you see something where you can get 10 yards without getting touched, go ahead, okay? But that's once you start getting a little trust with your quarterback. But this is what we do. And again, we could start this in Georgia, when Georgia left, and we've got H here, we could motion him across, get here, and still run the ball, right? There's all kinds of variations, but it's a simple concept and simple play to run. Once the kids know the quick plays and what letters, we motion it. People are like, man, these guys run 400 different plays, when we really only run 5. We run 5 running plays. Okay? And then there's little tags off of it. It's really, really simple. Now, my next thing we're going to go into is my belly. Big thing I like to run out of the belly is I really like to run it more out of the gun, but you can still run it out of the base. The problem I have with base is it now takes my fullback out of the play. But I could also pull in my wide receiver, but it just puts more people in the box. I'll give you an example of it. We run rest, wing, belly right. Okay? If I was really going to probably run it, I'd probably run it under row, just to get my fullback over here and maybe get someone else out of the way. But again, we're gonna get our 3 tech. We're gonna get that backer in here, backer, end, backer, corner, 3, corner. Now, when we run our belly concept here, okay, we run our belly concept. We're going out of the under center. We're going to tell the quarterback to reverse out, just to give us a little bit more time. We know we've got this guy in 3 technique. We've got this guy out here. We're going to tell him release. We're going to block him out. Going to block him out, and he's going to insert to this guy. They're going to work double team this guy. He's going to arc release. This guy's going to drop and go. And this gives us our belly right. He's going to follow that guy through the hole. Okay. If they, depending on where they put people, if they bring this end down inside, they bring this backer out. We're just going to block all of them out, and he's going to come down inside. Okay, corner's out of the play. Again, we still like our chances if he's the one having to make our play. But that's out of our base set. I really personally don't like running it out of that, but we can do it if we need to. All right, my favorite part about it is I love running it with the tight end trips. Let's go ahead and say Utah right wing, belly right. Okay, got the tight end. Let's bring him in for the wing. Z, X, Q, and F. Now, this is where I like it, and it gets interesting. This is where it gets really interesting for us, and I like it. What we do here is we know we're running belly to the right. We're going to tell this guy to go to the right. By going to the right, everybody thinks, hey, he's going this way. We're going this way. We're going this way. So we're going to all try to play that way. We're going to all try to play that way. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to still treat it. We're going to get inside, work here, block out, double here. On the front side, still looks like we're running zone. He's going to insert, replace. He's going to come get it, and then fold up underneath. Really, really easy concept there. I mean, I love it. It makes it so much easier for us. I'll go ahead and show you quickly out of a doubles look what it would look like, just to give you a little more sense of what I like trying to do out of this belly. X, H, Y, Z, we'll call doubles wing. And because, again, he's the closest that could be the wing, we'll put it there. And we'll call belly to the left. We're going to probably call that this side to the strength. Back here, and I go stack, corner, 3, corner. And then this guy's got to sell out here. Now, again, got him in a 3 tech, blow him out, insert. Okay, this is the only problem that we may run into, is this guy here. Double down, block here, and block there. But hopefully, we can get this look of get here and get upfield. If we really think that this guy's going to be a huge problem, we'll probably spread him out and we'll motion our H in. He'll be here and he'll still leave himself outside. We'll get here, motion inside, and then run the play. Is what we'll end up doing out of our double set, just to get him out of that box and keep him outside a little bit so we can get inside. All right. Or we could motion Z across and fill him. Now, we're going to get into our jet sweep. Our jet sweep is very simple. The wide receivers are already, we'll go out of doubles, and we try to run it out of the doubles a lot. We already tell our guys that even when they run the bubble, you're catching the football, and we're looking for you to get to the outside of the numbers. The only time you don't get outside the numbers is if you see a clear lane and you can score a touchdown. That's it. We don't want any cuts. You've got to get 10 yards before you can start cutting. So what we're going to do here is we'll get in our look again. We'll show our defense. Backers split, safety, backer, corner. Let's put it inside a little bit. All right. First thing we do again, we got to get our clap. We're going to tell this guy, go ahead. You need to cheat over into this gap so we can get you leading a little bit. Again, we're going to not block this guy. There ain't no point. We're going to motion him. By the time he gets onto the guard, ball should be snapped, and then that's what we're looking for. We're going to tell him to get inside of him, work to him, try to help get here, work to that guy, double, hook this guy. He's going to go just like this. If this guy comes down like he's going to blitz, he's going to take him right there and right now. If this guy, just doesn't really do anything, he's going to work and then get him. He's going to work, he's going to read, because this guy's going to probably bump with the motion, and he's going to go here. If this guy bails, he's looking to block inside, okay? Because we're really trying to get to the sideline. This guy's going to work, try to be his leader. He's going to get the football and try to work outside. We want that guy to make this play on our jet sweep, okay? That's what we are really, really looking for. Now, something we could also do off this doubles, this would be doubles, H jet right is how we call this play. Really simple. Something we could do off this is doubles, play action with the jet. I'll get into the numbers of that when we get later into it, and then run a tunnel screen off of it where we get everybody bailing, block, and get out. Really, really simple. Get in, get the tunnel, get upfield, because we've got everybody running with our jet. Be perfect for it. Now, those are all of my running schemes. I've got all kinds of formations, all kinds of motions, all kinds of shifts we can do out of it, but that's 5 running plays. That's it. 5 running plays, and you can vary off of them so much. Perfect those 5, and we could be very, very good. And we didn't even put in any of our quick passing game, and already showing you we could throw the football really quick and get downfield. All right. Next thing, I want to get quickly into our quick passing game. I'm going to do everything out of doubles so you get an idea of what we're trying to do. What I try to do out of our quick passing game is, first of all, let's talk about our pass protection. In our quick passing game, we're going to throw to either the right or the left. I'll go ahead and put our first ones up here. We've got 90 and 91. They're same exact concepts that they have. We've got H and we've got X. Same concept. This concept here is seam hitch. Pressing the line like we're running 4 verticals. Now, if we called 90, our pass protection back here is he's going to come to this side, okay, and we're going to run a slide technique that they're going to protect those gaps. The only person that is not is the guy away from the call. We're going to tell the running back that he's got that gap. He's protecting the outside now. The reason I like to do this is this guy right here is usually that outside edge rusher, and if anybody's coming in here, it's this guy. Now, can it be the DT? If the DT sliding to the outside, I don't feel as threatened with him coming in there and a DT trying to go outside and then get to the quarterback, especially when we're working to this side. Okay? Makes me feel a lot better. But I want him on a backer than I want him on a defensive end. It just makes it a little bit more sense as far as body-wise. Now, quarterback read. We'll get the rest of our guys up here. Got the rest of our guys. We're going to call 90. He's going to read this guy right here. Right there, right here. You usually see you've got a cover 3 shell out of this. If he bails out to the flats, it's hitting him right now. He's getting inside that guy and then working to bend back outside away from the free safety. Okay, he's catching and he's throwing. If this guy sits, he's hitting him right there, right now. Throwing the football outside shoulder to this side to protect him from the corner. Same thing to this side. Reading this guy right here, 90, 91. Now, what we do different when we run it out of trips. Again, I'm a big fan of tight end trips. So we're going to put the tight end here. Now, what we do know is, this is obviously we're going to call 90. What I like to do out of the trips quick with this is we label it 90. Okay, we call 90, let's go G90. The G standing for 1 and 90. Okay, he's going to run a vertical route. He now runs the seam, and he's got the hitch. This guy's always got backside post. Okay, and if he wants to cut it short, if he needs to, if he feels like it, he's going to end up always going away from the trips. Okay, that just lets the first guy know, and we always read inside out. Go 90. If we do it the other way, we can go 90 G. So it's telling me that these guys are now my route. Release outside, and we're going to read that backer and try to hit right there. Okay, 90 G. Now, if he sees he's got him beat, he can throw to him, but we're looking right here. Okay, into our 90s concept. The other thing we can add into this 90 is we could call switch. Really, really simple. Here we go. We call switch route. Let's go G90. I just like it. Keeps the free safety out of the play. They still have their routes. He's still got a vertical. He's still got the hitch. But what we're going to do is we're going to cross first. So it kind of gives us a little wheel look, whatever it is. This is G90, switch. Really easy concept as far as the 90 goes. All right, I'm going to try to go through this a little quicker. You can still do the switch off everything else. Let me get the next concept. That is our 90 and 91 is our seam hitch concept. Now we have 92 and 93. This concept right here is a slant bubble look. Slant, bubble, bubble, slant. Okay, again, we're going to read this guy. He vacates, you hit the slant. If he sits, you throw the bubble right there, right now. He's catching and throwing. We should not give up sacks if everybody protects their gaps like they're supposed to. Just get their hands down and let's make the play. Really, really simple. Okay, we can also tag on their wheel. 92 wheel. Tell him just keep on. I mean, it's the same thing anyways. He's going to bubble until he gets to the numbers. If he ain't throwing it, then get deep. All right. Next routes. Moving up the ladder, as you can tell, short and vertical. Okay, 94, 95. We now have our pivot and our dig route. He's going to work hard inside, back out. He's going to work 10 to 12, working the dig. In, out, 10 to 12, dig. We're still going to read this guy. Okay, still going to read him. He bails out. You know who you got to go to. If he tries to chase down in, he's going to be open back outside. Really, really easy concept. Pivot and dig. Next, probably one of my favorite passing concepts that anyone's ever came up with is we've got 96, 97. A smash concept. He's going to run an arrow route, get down by the sideline, about 3 or 4 yards past it. He's working. Now we're going to pick on the corner. Okay? He bails out deep. You know who you're going to hit because this guy here guarding in here never going to get to the sideline in time. Never make it. Okay? Going to go there. Real easy concept. We can still run the G concept off of it as well. Really, really simple stuff. Okay? Next, 99 and 98. This is a staple and probably the first thing you've got to learn with running all these concepts. You've got to be able to run the 4 verticals. Okay? 98, 99, we're telling them what side we want to pick on. Okay? The key to this is inside release, outside release, inside release, outside release, get vertical. Okay? Got to have your spacing. Okay? And then you're looking to hit. Okay? Usually we want to pick on this guy most of the time. We know we're in a cover 3. We'll still be picking on the corner. Okay, bullets to the middle, over the top to the outsides on these pass plays. Those are my quick schemes. Really, really quick, really, really easy. Now, we have a concept also out of this, of our quick schemes, is we go with our dash concept, sprint out series for people, really easy. Gives you a different look that they still don't know that we're going to be passing. Okay? I like to personally only run two-man routes out of this. So what I do, we get a quarterback, we still got a fullback. Let's just go ahead and say that we're going to run our dash. Again, my favorite concept, 96. Okay, so we know we're getting this right here. I like to get this kind of motion, help get that extra seal. We'll motion him to this side, help seal. Everybody's reaching. These guys are drop blocking, protecting their gaps. He's coming up, and he's always picking up trash. Quarterback's going to roll, and it's really simple. 1, 2, run. Always got the option to run. This guy's running short and dragging hard across the field to be the last minute throw. Dash 96. We could also run dash G96. We motion this guy across, and he's going to hit the vertical. This guy now becomes the help with the edge to trash. He comes outside and he's still in 1, 2, 3 run. Really easy concept when it comes to our dash. We can run it out of all of our sets. Now, something else I like to run, and usually get some more passes out of our base set. A lot of those are play action passes. Let's go ahead and get it. We have 2. We've got the waggle, and we have the delay. Waggle action. Going to work away from the fullback here, even if he is. Okay, we know what, let's work to the fullback. Might help us out a little bit, might be easy. We're going to work this way. Fullback's going to come underneath, work to the flats. This guy here, going to get vertical, post corner. This guy's going to post, and this guy's going to cross, looking to sit in the open window. We're going to fake here. Quarterback's going to boot. Now, when he comes over here, I usually like to do it. We'll motion him over here so he can block and then release. Better concept. But you can do it either way. All we know is that they know they have to get to their routes. So let's go ahead and call the motion. Be a little bit easier. On my H across here, he's going to help make that guy go inside to help make sure that quarterback can get out. And then he leaks out. The quarterback's read is 1, 2, 3, 4 run. That is our waggle concept out of that. Now, can you still run the quick series out of this? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's always working with the 2 receivers. So say we want to run pivot. Our pivot dig concept. Now, we actually just got an extra blocker into here. Okay? He knows he's always going back in here. He's drop set. He's here, he's here, he's here, he's here. And now he's just an extra help where he drops and we read that guy. So we can still run everything out of it. Next is our tight end delay. We just call the whole thing delay just because this makes it a little bit easier on all the kids to not learn a whole lot of verbiage. Our delay, he's pretty much running the pivot route. But what we're going to tell him to do is we're going to block that end. We know we usually don't block the end. We're going to sell this fake to this guy. But probably, again, I want to get him over here so he can run that cross. He can run the deep post. He's got that corner. Okay, we're going to fake to him. Quarterback's going to boot. Okay, got the delay. He's going to help block and seal. It looks pretty much just like the waggle, but now the tight end has the delay. And now the fullback's going to run this. Now, we get a point where we think people are really trying to cheat us. We'll tell him to make it more vertical if we need to, more of an arrow route. But this is really, really simple concept for us. And the best part about this is that the offensive line is always going left or going right. Okay? We know we're faking. When we fake plays, we call this play, we call rest. H across, and we're going to fake to the left, which is 500, delay. That is our play call. I mean, that's not a lot of verbiage. That's not a lot of verbiage at all. If we were going to call the waggle play, if we wanted this to be waggle instead, out of our base, let's go ahead and get that drawn up for you. go ahead and put him over here to make it a little bit easier to draw and to see. We'll call row 400. Wow, offensive line knows they're all stepping and just protecting the gap, making it look like zone. He's going to step, release, run the cross, help seal, because he's always blocking like that. Get out there, post corner, post, fake, boot, and 1, 2, 3, 4, run. I mean, it's really, really simple concepts for us. I think it's easy. We look really complex, especially if we came out here and we did a shift like this. We call it a strength. We call it shift strong. Just to give you a little something of gaining an advantage. Let's just say we get this look here. We'll call it low, shift strong. Low, shift strong, 400 waggle. Z, and we got X. We'll say quarterback will yell shift, he'll motion to here, he becomes a tight end, he bumps up, he drops back, we run the play, he comes back here, sells, gets here, post corner, post, he motions here, works outside, getting across, and these guys all block the same way. Quarterback fakes, gets over here. We've now created a shift where everybody's trying to go this way after we've shifted our strength. Now we got it this way. All kinds of little things. Like I said, makes it look like we're complex, but we're not. We're really not. I'd love to get in more detail going into all of my shifts. I'd love to get into my shallow concepts, into my screens of tunnel, quick, and now. But this is just to give you a basic of the Newman zone, quick passing game offense, and hopefully you like it enough that you want it to be your offense. All right. Thank you, everybody, and hope you have a wonderful and